Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shafi Zain, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and let us know how this resonates with your circumstance. So, first of all, I wanted to talk to you all about the quantum leap. Many of you chosen seeds out there have taken a massive quantum leap into another dimension. Some of you are aware of this on a conscious level, while others of you just know that things just feel different. You experience life different, you're thinking differently, and so everything around you is just changing. This quantum leap that you have literally experienced is something that many people in the world will not get a chance to experience because it begins with the mind. The definition of a quantum leap is an abrupt change, a sudden increase, or a dramatic advance. Many of you have advanced from one energy state to another because on the basic level, if you break down the human body, we are all made up of atoms. And atoms, as small as they are, actually have consciousness. And so you all, because we are highly conscious beings, you've literally thought your way into a new reality. When you begin to shift the way that you think, when you begin to change your mind, when you begin to view life from a different angle and give yourself permission to imagine the infinite possibilities on how this existence could be for yourself and for your loved ones, you literally begin to change everything about yourself. Your experience here is totally different because of that decision to have more control over your mind and over your thoughts. You literally broke the anchor that kept you chained and bound to your South Node, which is past life energy. And for many lifetimes, you came back, you reincarnated into that South Node energy over and over again, pretty much staying on a negative karmic cycle of the same patterns over and over again. But you made a conscious decision in this lifetime to rise into your divinity here in the age of Aquarius. It was meant for you to awaken. The Most High definitely had all of this orchestrated and planned out for you, but you still had the free will to decide if you was going to take this quantum leap in this lifetime or if you was going to continue to stay on that karmic cycle. And you made a massive, a major decision. It was not without sacrifice, of course. You had to walk away from many people, places, things, thoughts, belief systems in order to take this quantum leap. But it was one of the greatest decisions that you could have ever made, was to walk through that portal when it opened for you. Because as a result of you changing your mind, you have literally changed your life. You have changed the way that things are going to play out for your future offspring or for your current offspring or for your future lifetimes. You have literally shifted your reality. And now that you have tapped into this superpower that you have been blessed with by the Most High, you now have infinite possibilities. There is infinite access. You have been granted access to walk through any portal that you create for yourself. You have now tapped into parallel realities, understanding that what you see here in the 3D is on the most basic level. Because we are multidimensional beings, spirits having a human experience, and so we have far more power in this reality than we were taught. Far more power than we were led to believe we had. You are no longer passively existing. You have now become the alchemist of your mind, transmuting low vibrational thoughts into high vibrational thoughts. And because of this, you can now transmute base metal into gold. meaning whatever you create in your mind, you have the authority and the ability to manifest it into your reality. And many of you are beginning to see the pure manifestations of these thoughts. You are quantum leaping into higher realms here. And you know that you have walked through that portal if you find yourself experiencing life in a way where nothing feels the same. I personally look back at the last few years of my life, and it wasn't even that long ago, 2 years ago, 3, 4 years ago. And it feels like I was a spectator of my own existence. It's almost as if I was not the person that experienced many of the traumas and the trials and the tribulations because life is so different now. The Most High gave me access to higher dimensional realities that are now, it has now manifested into my physical reality where things look and they feel so different. You're going to get to a place where you even experience your relatives, those people who was in your intimate space. You get to a place where you feel like you never really had a existence with them in this lifetime. It's a clear shift that's taking place when it comes to the separation and evolving into 5D and higher energy. You're going to feel so different. Your experience with people is going to be so different. Your memories, how you think about the past is going to be so different to the point where you too will feel like it was not even a part of your existence here in this lifetime. And that's because you raised your vibration so high that all of that dense energy consisted of fear. It consisted of insecurities. It consisted of self-sabotage, lack mentality, scarcity mindset. It consisted of codependencies, addictions, you just being stuck in your carnal nature. All of that has been removed from your energy. That was the anchor that kept you chained to your south node. And so because you have raised your vibration so high and you have shifted the way that you think about everything, your reality must come and match. It has to join you in that higher consciousness. The material reality, the physical reality has to shift and mold itself to fit into the way that you think now. And so with those high vibrational thoughts, you are now recognizing that you are infinitely abundant. You are rich. You are wealthy. You have a life of peace. You are healthy. You attract healthy relationships. You are creative. You are wise. You are a divine being. Your reality has to shift to match your thoughts. And this is why many of you are experiencing doors opening in the physical realm, abundance flowing to you in the physical realm, beautiful relationships being created in the physical realm, a healthy lifestyle. Everything is beginning to match the way that you think because you have literally done away with all of those unhealthy emotions and thoughts that existed and that was stored away in your subconscious mind. This is a massive shift that is happening for many of the chosen all across the globe. And this is that separation that many of you anticipated. The separation began with the mind. No one expressed this to us. No one told us this. It was all a part of our awakening process. And now that you have come into that realization, you know that the sky is the limit. If you can think it, if you can imagine it, you can most certainly create it on various vibrational scales, and it'll manifest in different ways. It may not manifest exactly the way that you visualize it, but the energetic signature of your vision will manifest in your physical reality. Everyone is on different timelines. And so while some of you you're in the space of shifting your thoughts, you might not have seen the shift in your physical reality just yet in terms of those things that are external to you, but you first begin to see the shift within yourself. The most tangible shift that you see in your reality when you are at the fresh stages of changing your thoughts is the shift that you see within yourself. You notice that you carry yourself differently. You respond to things differently. You approach things differently. You express yourself differently. You treat yourself differently. Everything changes in terms of how you move. That's the first physical manifestation of shifting your thoughts. And then everything outside of you begins to change because it begins with clearing out your intimate space, shifting your relationships, how you view relationships with people. And so then certain people begin to fall away, or you walk away from particular people because you realize, hey, this is not matching the vibration, and you know that their energy has a potential to taint the way that you think, the way that you move. And so you start to make cuts. And once you clear those people out of your energy, you start to evaluate how you're attracting your abundance. And if you find that where you're working or the career path that you're on is not in alignment with your creativity really thriving, and if it's keeping you in survival mode, and if you're feeling overworked and underappreciated, then you begin to make cuts in that area of your life too. And it's all about the cutting out first, the clearing out of energy first, because what you're doing is you're making space for that reality that you have within your conscious mind and what you have created within your mind, your thoughts. You're making space for that reality to actually manifest in the physical. So there's a cutting out process that you go through. So many of you are currently in the cutting out process. But you better believe that all of those sacrifices that you are making right now is going to play a massive role in the leveling up of your life. You're making room for your creative ideas. You're making room for healthy relationships, supportive relationships. You're making room for a healthy lifestyle. You're making room for that larger home that you desire. You're making room to travel. You're making room for all of these things that in your past energy, it did not exist because your time was consumed by low vibrational jobs. Your time was consumed by low vibrational thoughts, maybe low vibrational activities, low vibrational relationships, karmic cycles. But now that you have cleared your path out, there's going to be a portal that opens up for you, and you are going to take a giant quantum leap forward. And you are going to, when you think back, when you get on the other side of that portal, when you think back on your past, it's going to feel like it was never a part of your reality, because there's going to be that much of a separation in how you feel. Because on the other side of that portal, it's so much peace. It's so much peace to the point where it feels like chaos never existed. And will it be perfect? No, it's not going to be perfect. But it most certainly is not going to feel anything like what you have experienced in your past. And so because of this, you are breaking change. You are changing the vibration of your existence, that of your offspring. Your ancestors now get to be freed from the anchors that kept them bound through you. Now that you have shifted, everything changes. You have completely changed the game. And on an even larger scale, the more of us, the more chosen seeds that continue to take these quantum leaps into these alternate realities, we are shifting the energy of the entire universe. And this is why the powers that were, their experience here is going to be so much different. It's going to be far different. It's like we're swapping places, except for we're coming through from a space of love and high vibrational energy. And so while they had all of the wealth, they had all of the authority and power, at least it seemed that way. Now the energy is shifting to where the chosen possess the authority, the power, the wealth, the abundance, the creativity, all of these things. We're being granted everything that was siphoned from us and given to these low vibrational beings because we were too asleep to take it back. And it literally began with changing our minds. That's how you know the power that the Most High has granted us is massive power. It's infinite power. And so I strongly suggest for those of you who are still asking the question, what is it going to take? What do I need to do? How come I haven't seen this shift? Evaluate your thoughts. Do a cleanup, do a total mental reset, a reprogramming. Clear out all of the conditioning and the illusions that have been placed upon you by your, by others, by society, through fears, through traumas. You have to do the work. So I strongly suggest, for those of you that don't know how to use alchemy to shift your circumstances, you want to write things down and burn them. That's a very powerful form of transmuting energy and destroying things that no longer serve you. Watch my channel, order my decks of cards. I have a lot of different ways that my spiritual team and the Most High has used me as a vessel to create things that can help you to tap in energetically so that you can understand what's blocking you and how to clear it. This is a massive, massive change that's happening for the chosen. And so congratulations to those of you who have taken the quantum leap, and that those of you who are now experiencing the manifestation of your visions and your creative ideas into your physical reality. It's a beautiful thing, y'all. So that's my message for you. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, or if you gathered any information from this message, please be sure to like, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you all, and I'll talk to y'all next time.